This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Astros won Game 7 of the ALCS and then took Game 7 of the World Series. They were the fifth team to play multiple Game 7s in the same postseason, but they're just the second team to win both, joining the 1985 Royals. Here's Tim Kirkchin on the journey to the championship.
This is for Biggio, Bagwell, the Ryan Express, and all the Astros that had never won it all. It is for all the fans of the Colt 45s who got it all started in 1962. It is for the Astrodome, AstroTurf, the Toy Cannon, Jose Cruz, and colorful uniforms. It is for Houston Strong, the resiliency shown by a city and a community. It is for an Astros organization that had to be bad before it could get really good and executed a 5-year plan that ended with this.
And the Astros are 2017 World Series champions!
The Astros are world champions. That seemed inconceivable as they were losing 106, 107, and 111 games from 2011 to 13. But as they were losing, they were building quietly and patiently, not just with good players, but with analytics, a new and different way to evaluate players. General Manager Jeff Luhnow drafted the right players, among many others, Carlos Correa in 2012 and Alex Bregman in 2015. Also in 2015, Luhnow hired manager A.J. Hinch, who embraced analytics but also trusts his eyes and ears. Last winter, when veteran hands were needed, the Astros traded for Brian McCann and signed Carlos Beltran. And on August 31st, when the final piece was needed, Luhnow traded for Justin Verlander with seconds to go before playoff rosters were to be set.
Fly ball, gone! Jose Altuve!
And the constant through all the winning and losing was the little guy, Jose Altuve, the likely American League MVP in 2017, who was always there with a 200-hit season, a 3-homer game, a diving stop, and a captivating smile. Now, everyone in Houston is smiling, waving orange towels, and screaming. The journey that began in 1962, yet even 5 years ago seemed without end, is now complete. The Astros have won the World Series.
The Astros played 55 seasons before winning their first World Series. That was the third most in the World Series era, behind only the Phillies and the Orioles franchise. Dodgers, everybody was talking about 1988. Well, now they can talk about 2018. Like Kershaw after 2017 ended.
Yeah, it is. It's too hard to think about, what the Astros are getting to do right now, and it's too hard to think about all that. So I'm just gonna maintain my focus on that and remember, we put ourselves out there to fail, and we did, but not many teams got that opportunity. So not easy right now for sure. Yeah, this month felt like 27 years. I think that, and you can ask my wife too. I think it took 10 years off her life. It's just every game, every pitch is just so, just so intense. The intensity of a postseason game, and you do that for a full month straight. I think guys are going to sleep. Maybe not tonight, but going forward, we're going to sleep pretty good. And it's hard. It's just you go through this much effort to win that many games against this many good teams, and who knows? I hope we get to this point again, but it's definitely wasn't easy to get here to this point.
Home cooking, Clayton Kershaw feasted on it. Look how good he was at home. 11 innings, 1 earned run. On the road, he had a 4-0 lead and a 7-4 lead in Game 5. Couldn't close the deal, and in the end, the Astros close it in 7.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Dave Roberts, your team won the most games in the regular season in Major League Baseball. You brought the World Series back to Los Angeles, first time in 29 years, but it stopped 1 game short. What did you tell your players?
I just said that there's something to be proud of as far as it hurts. It's supposed to hurt, but there's nothing to regret when you leave it all out there. And it was a long season. We stayed together, fought to the end, and we came up a little bit short, but there's nothing for us to hang our heads about. Astros a heck of a year, great team, and you got to tip your hats because they earned it.
Let me ask you about you, Darvish. In Game 3, you said you were shocked that he lasted only 1 2/3. Today, 5 runs after facing just 10 batters. What did you see tonight in Game 7?
I was surprised again. I thought that the stuff was good, and there were a couple balls hit hard through the first time through, and so the walk, the double, and then next thing you know, Springer hits a homer, and you're down 5-0. So it happened very quick, and we did what we could to kind of damage control and keep us in a ball game, but we really couldn't break through tonight.
Somebody had to win. It happened to be your good friend, A.J. Hinch, on the other side. What did their pitchers do to hold down your offense tonight?
Well, I thought that McCullers, I thought we could get to him, and he just kept competing and really couldn't get that big hit. And once they went to Morton, really, he just, the velocity, it just kept us off balance and really didn't give us a chance. So we had a couple times where we were threatened and just really couldn't come up with that big hit, but you got to tip your hat. Those guys really had a great series, and what a great ball club.
Dave, thank you, and congratulations on a great season.
Thanks, Tom.
Back to you.
I mean, it's hard to be any more classy than Dave Roberts, right? I mean, you just listen to that interview, seriously, in one of the toughest moments, if not the toughest, of his career. And so the Dodgers, you look what they've done. Look, they've won the division every year.
Talk about stranger things. Here's the cover, Sports Illustrated 2014. That predicted, Sandra, the Astros would win it all this year.
Oh, you should have known better than to take the Dodgers then.
George Springer was on the, well, I thought it was a Sports Illustrated curse. Springer was on the cover. Now, there's normally a curse that comes with all that, but if there was one moment that topped it off, it was this after Game 7 last night on the field. Check it out.
Daniela Rodriguez, you make me the happiest man in the world. Will you marry me? Will you marry me?
That's the Astros shortstop, Carlos Correa, huh? I think she said yes.
Whoa!
Actually does. The size of,
I think that's a yes.
She's got this monster rock on her finger, too. Just, I want to be a good guy about all this, so here you go, kid.
Oh, yes.
It's probably the first one of many.
Our friendly wager winning, it feels so good.
I did give you the option to take Houston first, so just to be
Thank you.
the gentleman.
You are a gentleman.
I will sign it later if you
sir.
like, but you're up a buck.
All right, Houston Astros.
Well, the Astros wide away as the last hope for the Dodgers is Corey Seager. Segundo Altuve, 3-out. Has it in short right, and the Astros are 2017 World Series champions. Los Astros de Houston, campeones del béisbol. For the first time ever, Oakland Athletics de Astros son campeones. Por primera vez en su historia del béisbol de las Grandes Ligas. Game 7 on the road at Dodger Stadium, and the Astros prevail. The Astros are just delirious, and the Dodgers are downcast. The party's over. The season is gone. And the Houston Astros have claimed that city's first ever World Series championship. Who would have ever believed?
Kevin J. Matt back with you, all about homegrown. Royals won in 2015. Around a core of first-round picks they accumulated from 9 straight losing seasons. Moustakis, Alex Gordon, Eric Hosmer, then added assets like Johnny Cueto to create a champion. What about the Cubs, 2016? They had everything they needed. A few years removed from a 100-loss season. Theo Epstein, first year's GM. Chris Bryant, Javi Baez, Kyle Schwarber. They acquired players like Lester and Rizzo for veteran presence. And the Astros won this year after enduring those 3 straight 100-loss seasons from 11 to 13. They were led by first-round picks George Springer, Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman, along with a veteran core they acquired in 2017, including that vital arm in the postseason, Justin Verlander.
Matt, the headline in the LA Times, we're going from La La Land to Na Na Land. Dodgers, yeah, had the best record in baseball in the regular season, but lose in Game 7.